Hey guys, I'm G from that'syourgarbage.com, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about The Secret World, which is a new MMORPG that came out last week. I know we said on the podcast we weren't going to do a review, but this is going to be a three-part video which is going to chronicle my experiences in the game on a weekly basis, hopefully, and maybe you guys will get a better idea of what I think of the game as opposed to me just lumping a score at the bottom of an article. The first thing I want to talk about is the maturity of this game. It's much different than World of Warcraft and Knights of the Old Republic, and the only way to show that to you is to show you the beginning cinematic.
All part of the dragon. The head, the mouth, the claws and fire. Even the dust and debris swept along in our wake. We're all part of the equation. The reality disruption. We're agents of chaos. And we do what needs to be done to shape the future. We do what is necessary. At this moment, new systems are forming on Solomon Island. Think of it like the weather. A storm is brewing, and you're the butterfly. You need to flap your wings. Add another chaotic event to the mix. Aside from our rivals on the council, no one's getting in or out of Solomon Island. The only road is through Agartha, and your kind has the right-of-way in there. There are predictions, models, but even if I did show them to you, you wouldn't have a clue how to read them. Trust us to know where you'll be useful, where you'll be able to disrupt and add discord. The Templars and the Illuminati are racing to unlock the secrets of Solomon Island. We could wait and let them tear each other apart, but there are designs, models, awaiting new data, fresh agitators. It's time to leave.
Another thing I just want to point out real quick since the clip is playing now. As you see in the left there's a pop-up image. That image is a clue I found to help me complete this quest where I have to fight this revenant who keeps, running away from me and having ravens spawn in a direction and where he's going to be going. So you basically chase these ravens. It leads you to this fountain. You have to figure out where to place some of the revenant's feathers to summon him, which is what I'm doing right now. I really like that you can actually pop the clue that you find up on the screen. In most MMOs, you just find a clue, you right-click it, it goes in your inventory. You can't get rid of it, so you don't lock yourself out of the quest. But you don't actually ever get to really see it or interact with it. And I really like this change. Another thing I really like about The Secret World is that it deals with the occult and secret societies. And it basically lets you play the game as the badass character you would want to be in that kind of situation. You're running around with katanas, dual pistols. As you can see here, I'm wearing a trench coat. Basically, you look like a badass, you feel like a badass playing, and the stuff you're fighting is stuff that you would see in a horror movie. Which, I mean, if you're a fan of the horror genre, or like horror novels, this is right up your alley. And I really like that they managed to put that into an MMO without losing that mature, gritty feel. Another thing they managed to do really well is the storytelling. The cinematics are fully voiced and they're like cutscenes from any other video game you're used to playing. And really, I think that they did it a lot better than Knights of the Old Republic did. And to show you that, I'm going to actually play my favorite clip. Now, this is a clip from the beginning of the game. You go into this hotel, you talk to some guy, he explains a little bit about what's going on with the 3 secret societies, and then you're basically told to go upstairs and talk to whoever wanted to talk to you. It happens to be this girl in the red dress. Now, I think we all know where this is going to go, but I think I need you to actually see it to appreciate how awesome the first 5 minutes of this game were for me, because I could not believe that they went where this goes.
You're shy. Shy, confused, lost. You're not lost anymore. The dragon found you. And now, you found me. Everything happens for a reason. Every event, no matter how small, has consequences. They will ask you to do things, and most of the time, you will not know why, or what the consequences may be. It is the curse of the dragon. We do not know why we do what we do, but we do it regardless, because they tell us it is right. From chaos, there is order. Order and clarity. The one moment of absolute clarity comes in that brief exhalation of ecstasy. When our minds are empty, we are receptive to the truth. Most of the time, you will not understand the reasons. You will not be able to see the consequences of your actions. But there is one event you must understand. One truth. It's my job to help you see it.
Now, if that doesn't sell you on the Secret World, I don't know what will. Sure, you could say the graphics are not the best, but the environments speak to my imagination of how a zombie apocalypse that breaks out in New England would look. Though it may not wow people, it's definitely more than serviceable, and actually I consider it above average. Can't really ask for more from a game that lets you walk around waving a katana and dual pistols at the same time. I just want to talk a little bit more about combat in this game. I really like the combat. There are a few things I don't like. I don't like how there's only 7 attack keys, 1 through 7, to stick an ability on. I already have 9 abilities, and 2 of them are just kind of sitting there being unused. And the abilities are very situational. I have a couple of abilities that actually, if I get mobbed by a group of zombies, will attack all the zombies around me, whereas I have some abilities that only will attack a single target. Now, you know, I have some abilities that work really well together at doing the same kind of job, and I'm kind of running out of space on the combat bar, which is at the bottom of the screen there. So I don't like how they decided to not let you use the 8, 9, and 0 key to queue extra abilities. Some other MMOs actually let you like have double bars, so you have the first 10 keys and then a bar on top that you can click with your mouse. This doesn't have that. So that's kind of crappy, because I like my abilities and I can't use all of them at the same time. As far as anything else for combat, it's really seamless, it's really fun. You run up, shoot some guy, get close, whack him with your sword, basically wearing a trench coat. It doesn't get much better than that. You know, you fight Deadeye Dan, kill him, it's awesome. The thing I like the most is there is actually no grinding in this game. If you go up to somebody who can raffle stop you, you're gonna get killed. So, you know, you look at the bar, if the bar is red, maybe you get a friend, maybe you don't attack him right away until you kill something more your speed. It hasn't really happened to me where I've actually gotten into a fight over my head, because anytime my health gets low, I'm lucky, somebody runs by, they jump in, and all of a sudden I don't die, which is pretty good. Another thing I want to talk about in this game is the dialogue. All the dialogue for quests is fully voiced. There's cinematics, kind of like what you get in the Old Republic, but then, as you can see now, when you talk to NPCs, the dialogue's voiced. Sure, it pops up on the screen, there's subtitles, I like subtitles, and it's, you know, it's not a cinematic, but at least the guy is talking to me and I'm not reading a text wall. I hate text walls, and I think that the fact that they chose to go this route, even though it's not as fully functional as the Old Republic, I actually kind of don't mind this. I like it better. It doesn't kind of break the immersion so much when you jump into a cinematic like the Old Republic did all the time, where you're waiting for people to like load and make choices, which, although a cool mechanic in theory, didn't really work. It actually kind of got on my nerves after a while with people skipping through cutscenes and not making choices. So I actually like this better. You know, as you can see, also, quests have little waypoints on your map that you can see regardless of what you're looking at, where the terrain is, and it actually shows up on the mini-map as a radius of where you need to be to actually do whatever it is the quest is requiring you to do. So as you can see, I need to kill that guy over there. I'm in the middle of the circle, that's where he is. I walk up to him, I kill him, mission accomplished. Any other quests in the area show up on my map. There's like a little distance ticker in the right corner there, you see 284, that's telling you that if I run 284 in that direction, I'll be in the vicinity of another quest. This cuts down on a lot of searching you have to do. Although it's not perfect, some quests actually require you to like use your head. Those quests don't have the little green ticker that tells you where to go, and you're gonna have to figure shit out. But that adds to the whole, you know, mystery horror ethos, and if you don't like that, you're kind of playing the wrong game. And there's, you know, no shortage of crazy ass characters like this lady who frankly just scares the ever-loving Jesus out of me. Just start speaking poetry. Overall, I really like The Secret World. I actually do think it is one of the best MMORPGs I've played. I like it more than I like Eve. I like it more than I like The Old Republic. I like it more than I like World of Warcraft by a long margin. And I think that if you're looking for a new MMO, you can do a lot worse than The Secret World. Granted, that's my opinion at the end of part 1 of this video. I might hate this game next week when I do part 2, or I might really hate it by the end of this week when I do part 3. I just want to take a second to thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you learned something. I hope you're willing to give The Secret World a try. It actually is a really cool game if you know you're into horror and mystery, and I'm trying to get some of the guys from the site to play with me. I'm going to be posting my character's name on the website if you guys want to jump in and maybe play a couple missions with me. But hopefully you guys are awesome. We play together, we have a great time, and we enjoy this game. Thanks for watching the video, and I'm G from thatyourgarbage.com. Have a good one.